We're taking your calls on Whinge and Cringe FC, Arsenal fans. Are you really bothered that Cundy was digging his out all last week? Come on, what's the matter with you lot? Plus, we're talking about Liverpool. They have got Andoni Iraola. He's been officially announced as the Liverpool manager. Let's go to worried Chris, the Arsenal fan. All right, Chris?
Hi, Chris.
How you doing, boys? You all right?
I'm all right, Chris. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm all right. Listen, you know what? I don't know why Arsenal fans are getting rattled by what Cundy and Gabby were doing. I weren't rattled, to be honest. I couldn't care less, because at the end of the day, if Chelsea were in a final, I'd want them to lose as well. The only thing I was a bit peed off about is that when they said that Arsenal ain't a big club because they haven't won the Champions League, which I think is a load of rubbish. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that.
What do you mean?
What? So you're saying we're not? They're saying that we're not a big club because we.
There's a certain category of club though that Arsenal are in, isn't there?
In terms of what?
Well, you got Real Madrid, you got Bayern Munich, you've got Man United.
No, forget all that. I'm just saying overall.
Arsenal are not in that bracket, though, are they?
But would you say Arsenal are a big club?
I'd say they're a big club, yeah, of course. But they're not the elite. They're not like the elite ones, are they?
No, I think people argue about this all the time. I think there's three things you got to have. Number one, history. Number two, trophies. And number three, the amount of supporters you've got.
Well, we tick all the boxes then,
yeah,
no?
Big club,
you ain't got a Champions League trophy.
Well, you got loads of others.
Exactly.
What, FA Cup?
No.
The most FA Cups, we've won leagues, we've been invincible.
Are Wigan a big club? They've got an FA Cup.
Oh, did you not just hear what I just said?
What do you mean?
We've won Premier Leagues, we've got the most FA Cups.
You ain't won the Champions League.
We've gone invincible.
That means nothing.
But how can you say we're not a big club, though?
No, I think you're a big club, but you're not Man United.
Yeah, but them two clowns were saying we weren't a big club.
But you're not Man United and Liverpool. You're not Real Madrid, Barcelona.
I'm not. You're
not Bayern Munich.
On a par, I think.
No, they're not.
I'm not trying to compare.
Well, you are.
Arsenal. No, I'm not. I'm not comparing us to other clubs. I'm just saying, are Arsenal a big club? That's all I'm asking.
Definitely.
And I think we are.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but there's big clubs and then there's big clubs.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, there's big clubs and then there's bigger clubs.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying Arsenal are the biggest club in the world, am I? I'm just saying, Arsenal.
So why are you getting rattled about him saying that you're not a big club?
No, because I think that's a lot of rubbish. And I know Dino agrees with me.
I think Arsenal are a big club.
Are they bigger than Liverpool?
Are
they bigger than Liverpool?
Well, look at the three things then: Liverpool's trophies, Liverpool's histories, Liverpool's fans. Then you go. If you just talked about Wigan, right? One trophy, yeah, but not enough fans to be a big club.
Good team though.
Have they?
Red Star Belgrade.
There's 800,000 people in
Red
London.
Star Belgrade, a big club.
You
have to look at the history.
Porto,
history.
Hamburg, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, South Bucharest, all won the European Cup.
Yeah, but you can win it once, but history tells you if it's a big club. Like Liverpool have won how many?
6, 5.
Man United, how many? Loads. Whereas Steaua Bucharest,
big club, mate.
No,
they are a big club.
No, not done enough.
Chris, you sound rattled.
I'm not rattled at all.
Well, you just come on and said you weren't rattled, and now you sound rattled.
No, I said I wasn't rattled by fans when they were seeing Cundy and Gabby dancing in PSG shirts. I couldn't care less. As I said at the start of the phone call, I would want Chelsea to lose as well.
Yeah.
All I was peed off about is that I didn't agree with them to say Arsenal are not a big club because they haven't won the Champions League. I'm not saying Arsenal are the biggest club in the world, but far from that.
How can anybody say Arsenal's not a big club? Let's be honest.
Well, they haven't won the Champions League.
So what?
No, but they're a big club.
There is a fair argument, though. There is a fair argument to say you're not a big club if you haven't won the Champions League.
No, they didn't. Like, if I said to you, who's the biggest clubs in England?
Man United, Liverpool, Aston Villa.
Arsenal. I know you're trying your best not to fit Arsenal in somewhere.
I'm not saying they're not a big club, but they ain't on the same level as Man United and Liverpool. Man City. Man City a bigger club than Arsenal now?
Well, you go right. Who's got the most supporters? Not a lot in it. Between Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool. History, probably Liverpool and Man United ahead of Arsenal, history-wise, the amount of trophies they've got. And so what was the other one?
Man City?
The amount of fans you got is about level. History, yeah. So trophies. Man City.
Chrissy,
They come in. Man City. They got a bit to do yet. Man City.
Chrissy,
Yeah.
how did you feel the other night?
Yeah, listen, I wasn't angry or nothing. I was disappointed. I was more gutted, really. You know,
What?
the only what?
Why? Why were you gutted?
Because we look
Beat by a better team.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think we should have maybe gone for it a little bit more.
We ain't gone for it all season.
What? Are you all right, Jay? Have
You're
you come back from holiday like still drunk or something?
What do you mean? We haven't gone for it all season. You've played like that all season. It won you the Premier League, and fair play.
Here's one for you.
But you was always going to play that way in the final.
Yeah, but look at last season, right? And I said this on Saturday to them lot. Last season, PSG played Inter in the final. Inter went toe-to-toe once with them. What happened? They got slapped 5-0. If we would have done that, everyone will be saying, what is Arteta doing, going toe-to-toe and losing 5-0, whatever. Our game plan
Would you have rather have gone for it?
Not like Inter Milan did, no, because we would have got slapped.
No, but...
It was the best defence against the best attack. And I just think in extra time we should have gone for it a bit more because they took off all their best players and we brought on fresh legs and they're like probably better than the players they brought on, but we didn't. And we had, I know we had the little half chance with Gyökeres at the end. Listen, at the end of the day, I still believe we're going to win this Champions League. It just weren't our year this year. But if we would have not won the league and lost that, I would have been absolutely devastated.
Do you know what? I think now he's got a decision to make in the summer, Arteta. He's got to go right. So we tried to sit back and mug PSG. We tried to mug them. So we sat back and defended, kept the back door shut. I could see what he's trying to do, and we'll nick a goal, or we might nick two. They nearly got in front 2 up. Havertz had a chance, didn't he? And now, who am I going to sign? So we change the 28% possession into 58% possession and start taking the game to the opposition. Are we going to turn into that type of team?
Do you think they've got to sign better front three?
Well, if you sign PSG's front three, you can have a go at anyone.
Yeah.
So he's got to sign better players.
Well, look, Trossard's had a good season for Arsenal.
He's not a great player, is he?
He's not a great player.
He's a good player.
He's a good player.
Martinelli's a good player.
Yeah. Gyökeres, good player.
Good player.
But they need to sign some great players.
PSG's front three are great players.
Yeah. That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
If they want to stay at the top, Arsenal, because they are at the top.
Yeah.
They don't want to stay up there.
Diaz is a great player. Mane, great player. Salah, great player. Ronaldo, great player.
Saka?
Saka's not a great player.
You don't think he's a great player?
No, good player. Very good player. Not great yet. Because you've got to get past the I know how to stop you phase. I've seen you play. You're going outside people, skinning people, so I'll send you inside. Right, seen you going inside, so we'll double up on you. And you still got to come out with the ball somehow and have an impact.
Don't you think, though, right, that Saka could be a world-class player if he wasn't being told to just constantly defend? Doubling up.
Well, no, I think he...
Have a bit more of a licence to go forward.
No, I think...
If Arsenal signed 2 world-class players to play, left wing and up front, do you think they'd have a bit more of a licence to say, right, listen, we won the Premier League, we've got it back, we're back on top, but we can't play like that every season.
Yeah, but the most important thing of all is transform that club into a shambles full of players just picking their wages up. Started with Ozil, Sanchez, Aubameyang, Pepe, players with a bad attitude, not listening to what he's saying. He's gone to the Champions League final and all the players are listening to the manager and they've all got a good attitude. You've got a chance. If you've got players who jump out the ship halfway through the game, I don't like the manager's tactics. I'm not doing that. He's told me to run back. I'm not going to run back. They're all listening to Arteta. And he's created that culture over 5 years. And I think he's done a brilliant job. I know that hurts you.
No.
It shouldn't hurt you because you played for Arsenal.
No, it does. It's no skin off my nose. Arsenal won the Premier League. And listen, when the fight's over and it's done, Spurs are in the Premier League and Arsenal won it. Well done, Arsenal. Well done. I just can't get the uproar of the moaning and whinging about the banter that they took for the fact that they lost the final. What did they expect?
Do you think Spurs' players were listening to Thomas Frank?
No.
Bad attitudes. Doing their own thing. Not shaking his hand when Spence and Van der Ven. Romero not coming to the last game of the season. Bad attitude. Once you get that in your club, no matter what level you play at, if you've got that in your club where the players are not listening to the manager because they think they know better, you're in trouble. You've done it with me and I ended up getting sacked.
I listened to you. You just got bad tactics. I loved working for you, Dean.